This is the story of Amara, a name that means grace, born into a battle she never chose. In a small clinic in Nakuru, Kenya, her first breath was met not with celebration, but with a devastating whisper from a doctor. From that very first breath, Amara carried HIV in her blood. Her father, a man consumed by denial, refused to accept the truth. He looked at his perfect daughter and refused to believe she needed help. He stopped the medications. He ignored the clinic appointments. His choice cost him his life just 2 years later, and left Amara with only her mother, Mary, to fight a war she didn't start. But as Amara grew, her heart grew heavy. She didn't see a fighter. She saw a victim.
Every pill I swallow, it tastes like poison. Why me, God? Why is my life a punishment?
Every hospital visit felt like a courtroom. She sat on those plastic chairs and silently accused heaven of the highest injustice.
Why this pain? Why this life? Why did you leave me, Dad? Why is she so tired? It's all their fault. It's his fault.
E, you see that one? My mom says not to drink from her cup. She has that disease, the bad one.
That evening, the walls of her small home couldn't hold her pain. Amara locked herself in her room and collapsed.
Why did you curse me? Why did you make me this way? I hate you. I hate this life.
She screamed at God until her voice broke. Her mother entered quietly. She didn't knock. She didn't scold. She just sat beside her on the cold floor.
Amara, my daughter, look at me. Sometimes the battles we fight are not punishments. They are platforms. They are the stage God builds, just so He can show His strength through our weakness.
Those words, they didn't just touch her ears. They pierced her heart like a sword, cutting through the bitterness for the first time. Amara wondered, could her life be more than suffering? Could it be a testimony? Slowly, the fog began to clear. The next morning, Amara looked at the medication that once felt like a curse, and for the first time, she saw it differently.
This is keeping me alive. This is my shield.
She watched her mother. The woman she once resented for not saving her from this pain was the same woman who walked 1-0. Kilometers in the rain to get that medication, her fiercest protector. She started journaling, not complaints, but victories. A smile from a friend at the market, a day without pain, a teacher who stayed after class to help her with math, and little by little, like the sun burning away the morning mist, her heart shifted from bitterness to hope. One Sunday, Amara, now a confident 17-year-old, stood before her church. Her mother sat in the front row, hands clasped, tears already falling. Her journal became a book of psalms. Pages once stained with tears were now filled with gratitude. She wrote about the strength she found in her mother's unwavering love, the kindness of a stranger, the beauty of a sunrise over Nakuru. She began to see her life not as a countdown, but as a canvas. Every day was a new brushstroke of grace. She started a small support group for other young people in her village living with chronic illness. They would meet under the shade of an acacia tree, sharing stories not of despair, but of endurance. Amara would read from her journal, her voice filled with a newfound confidence. Our scars do not define us, she would say. They are a testament to the battles we have won.
For 17 years, I was born blaming God. I looked at this body and I screamed, "Why have you cursed me?" I thought He had forgotten me in the darkest corner of the earth. But I was blind. He didn't curse me. He preserved me. He gave me a mother who refused to bury me. He gave me strength to swallow those pills every single day. And today, I exalt Him, not because my life is easy, but because even in my weakness, His glory shines the brightest.
Amen. Let the Lord be praised. The congregation wept. Young people came to her after the service, confessing their own hidden battles, depression, family secrets, fear. Amara realized her life was not defined by a virus, but by resilience, faith, and the power to inspire. She no longer saw herself as cursed. She saw herself as chosen. The Bible says in Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. All things, not some things. The diagnosis, the tears, the sleepless nights, the victory. He takes it all and weaves it into a testimony. Maybe you are carrying a heavy burden today. Maybe you have a chronic illness, a broken heart, or a secret pain. Remember Amara. Remember that God is not just aware of your situation. He is. Building your platform. This is Amara's story. From blame to praise. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that God is still in the business of miracles, hit that LIKE button right now. It helps others find this message of hope. Share this video with someone who needs to hear that their struggle is not the end of their story. You never know who you might save by sharing. And if you want more stories of faith, resilience, and triumph, subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a testimony. God bless you. Go in peace, and remember, turn your blame into praise.